Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You beat me to the meeting.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
Is this only once a week?
Yeah, this is once a week. There's also another Spanish class, and she does beginning, intermediate, advanced, and you could look at your schedule and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I'm in that one too. Are you going to use a book or same book or?
Yeah, I'm going to use a book. Did I not send you the name of the book?
No, this is the first class. It's the first time or no?
Oh, all right. Well, do me a favor.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
missed
give
it.
you the email address where you need to send me your email address, and I'll send you the outline. But
Okay.
I will go ahead and show the outline before the class starts. I'm letting people in right now. I've got about
Okay.
a few people to let in. So, oh, I got somebody else.
I thought it was the first class today. It's not the first class?
No, this is about the fourth class.
Oh my God. Okay, then I missed it.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll you can send me the
Email.
you can go ahead and send me your email address, and I'll just email the stuff to you.
I can catch up. Okay. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
do that. Okay, thanks.
I am still busy letting people in the class.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
No problem, no problem. We can talk, we can talk.
So you'll give me your email later, or you want me to write it now? I'm ready.
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Is it 10:30 yet?
10:31.
10:31. All right, I'm still letting,
Okay.
usually what I do is I don't start the class until about, I give them about 5 minutes to get here. And I see that I've got a bunch of folks here today. I've got 13 people so far. Hola, clase. Hola.
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 ¿Cómo están ustedes?
Muy bien, gracias.
bien.
¿Y tú?
All right. We're doing good. We got 16 people in the class. All right, all right. I've got about 3 more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and start the class. 2 or 3 more minutes, and I'll start the instruction.
That's your email, Lacey Ice Me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Buenos días. Buenos
Hola.
días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Buenos días.
Aha, I see some folks have been practicing. Are you using the websites I gave you to brush up? See, we have a mixture of people in this class. We've got some people that have been with me for a while, and I did make some calls last week, and I see where some people have joined me. So this is like a review class because it takes you all the way back to the beginning. It takes you to the alphabet and the vowels and things like that. So, all right. Again, buenos días, clase. ¿Cómo están ustedes?
Muy buenos
Buenos
días,
días.
señora Sonia.
¿Y usted?
All right, all right. We'll all learn those greetings as we get along. All right, the first thing that I want to do is I want to welcome my new students, and I want to welcome back my students that I've had before. And I'm just very happy to see everyone. And those of you that don't want to be on video, I'm happy to see you too. What I had done when I first started my classes, I wouldn't show my face because I didn't, I wasn't pleased with how I went on media. But after a while, you say, what the heck with it, And you just go on and deal with it. All right, so anyhow, again, as I said, welcome to the class. Let me see who else I've got. All right. And basically all we're doing in this class is I want to give you the basics. I want to give you your alphabet. I want to give you your numbers. And some of you would already, might already know the numbers. But what I want to do now is, those of you that have been with me before, I have a challenge with my share screen. So what I want to do right now is to go ahead and do my share screen, because I'm not good at multitasking, because I've got to watch to see who's coming in the room and who I have to, what I have to share the screen with. All right. All right. The first thing I want to share with you would be, bear with me 1 minute, because I'm trying to find, I think I had put stuff in the folder to share with you today, and let me see what I have here. Okay. All right. First thing I want to share for the new people, I don't have it up here, but just if you would send me your email address, and I'm going to give you my email right now where you can send it. I'll do it at the end of the program. All right. For those of you that have been with me before, have you been studying your alphabet?
Yes.
All right. So
See.
this is just a review of the alphabet. And as I told you before, with the alphabet, some things have changed. But when you look at the bottom of the page right here, you can see where the CH, the double L, and the double R are still in your dictionary. But, the thing about it is, it's not in the alphabet. So what we do with our alphabet, we know that one thing about the Spanish alphabet, it is sharp, it is quick. That's why when we listen to Spanish people speaking, that, we think they're talking so fast, but guess what? We sound about the same to them too. Especially how I'm talking right now, I sound about the same to them also. So what we were doing, and this is what, the third or the fourth class?
Okay.
So what we did with the alphabet, we went through the alphabet, and by now you should know your alphabet with the extra tools that I gave you. All right. Then we went to our phonics, and we're going to use the phonics page today when I introduce you to the vowels. All right. So for the new people in the class, I didn't put the introduction up because that had the email address on it, but I do need to find it. So I can give you the email address so that you can send me a message so that I can send it back to you. I'm looking for it right now. Okay, I think I've got it. All right, then we went on to our numbers. Before I get to the numbers, can we count from 1 to 10?
Sí.
Sí.
Go ahead.
Sí.
Go ahead.
Uno,
No,
dos,
dos,
cero.
tres,
Cuatro, cinco,
Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco,
siete,
seis,
ocho,
siete,
nueve,
ocho,
diez.
nueve, diez.
8, 9, 10.
All right. So that's the page I gave you with the numbers. And we did our numbers from 0 to 29. So basically what we said, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 días. So that's basically the numbers that we need to know. The 0, not so much, but from 1 to 9, because once you've mastered from 1 to 9, then you can get into your 10s. And then if you notice that once you get here to the 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The little tip is that you remember that these numbers right here end in the CE. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right? So then you have 16 to 19. And all that's doing is telling you 10, which is días. And so it's días y seis. The I is pronounced and the Y are pronounced as E. So you have 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's your little hint for those numbers right there. All right? And then you have 20. 20. Some people say 20 or 20, depending on where you're from. As I said, it's a language that's spoken that, you know, it depends on what area you're from, just like English. If you're from Boston, you're going to pronounce something differently. If you're from the South, you're going to pronounce something differently. If you're from New York, California, whatever, you're going to have that accent. All right? So then when you get to 20, you have 20. So then you have 20 and 1, 20 and 2, 20 and 3, 20 and 4, 20 and 5, 20 and 6, 20 and 7, 20 and 8, 20 and 9. All right? So you know that the ands come in where you combine, you have your combination of numbers at 16. Only thing you're saying 10 and. But when you get to 20, you get into 20 and. All right? And then those of you that have the book and those of you that I have emailed the pages to, you could read the instructions right here, and it tells you, it more or less gives you a little guide. All right, so now I'm going to go into, I'm reviewing right now. So now I'm going to go into our vowels. So get out your phonics page, the page that has the phonics on it, and I'm going to give you, those of you that I have your email addresses, I will email you this page. All right, there'll be 2 pages coming to those of you that are on the line that don't have the book. All right, we're going to go into the vowels. All right, here are your vowels. A, E, O, U. In Spanish, each vowel must be clearly pronounced. And one other thing in Spanish, you know that you don't have a long A and a short A, and it is just the way it is. It's A, E, O, U. All right? And then you know the letters C and G are pronounced differently depending on the vowel that follows. A C, se, followed by A, O, or U would be pronounced as a H. It's harsh, would be a Ka. So you have Ka, Ko, Ku. So you have the Ka like casa, casa. This word is not casa. Mi casa ain't su casa, okay? Mi casa, su casa. All right. Then you have the CO, which is pronounced ko, just like you have color. Color. And you notice that it's spelled the same way in English as it's spelled in Spanish. You'd be surprised how many words you already know. Like the word doctor, in Spanish, you don't say doctor, you say doctor. Doctor. So we'll get to that later on. And then you have the Q. So this right here, where you have the Q following the A, is pronounced qua, quattro. Quattro. Class A, quattro. All right, and that means 4. All right. Then when you have a C that's followed by or E or an I, it's pronounced S. So you have CE would be se. Celeste. Celeste. That's a light blue. C, then you have a CI, which would be C. So it would be CeeLo. CeeLo. So why I told you to get out your phonetic pages, I want you to look at the C line and the G line, because when I send this vowel thing to you, I want you to go ahead and write the pronunciation next to them, all right? The same thing with G. Similarly, a G followed by a, O, or U would be pronounced like ga, like the G in goat, go, go. Okay, so G-A-H would be ga, gato, gato means cat. Then you have G-O would be go, goma, which would be glue or rubber or, you know, gum. Then you have the GU will be goo. So guapo.
Guapo.
Okay.
Guapo. Guapo means
Oh.
handsome or good looking. All right, guapo. And then you have the G that's followed by the I or the E, and that is pronounced like the H in hill. So you have right here, it wouldn't be gigante, it would be gigante.
Gigante.
Gigante. Sábado Gigante used to be a program that came on Saturdays. And I was very surprised that one of your big entertainers, let me let somebody in, one of your big entertainers was pronouncing it Gigante, but it's Gigante. All right? And then the GE is pronounced He. So, gente would be people. Mi gente would be my people. All right? All right. Okay. So let me go back to the phonics page right here. So that you would go on your C line and you see A would be what?
Ka.
Okay. CE would be C, right? And you just go ahead and you know, I advocate using pencil in this class because when you use a pencil, if you go in to make a correction, you know, you can make a correction. It looks a little better, you know, when you make that correction with a pencil. With a pen, you have to scratch it out. So you will go on your C line and make those corrections, and also go on your G line and using your vowel page. That way, you would be able to, you know, to make the pronunciation right there. All right, we're going to move on to numbers. I know I'm going fast. This is a review, but the vowels are, you know, a teaching. Do we have any questions about our vowels? Ask now or forever hold your peace.
Oh, girl, we don't know.
You don't know? All right, you will know. But once you get the, once I email the paper to you, you notice I'm saying email now. I'm not saying fax, right? I'm not telling my age. Because I'm always faxing stuff to people and they're going, no, you email it. You know, so we'll work on this. I will send you the vowels. For those of you that don't have the book, or those of you that don't want to go on the extra the online tools that we use. All right. All right. So now we've got the numbers. We already did the numbers from 0 to 29, right? But guess what we're going to do now?
10 to 10,000.
We're going to do the next page. Those of you that have the book, los números. Starting with 31. So this is where you have to really, you know what you're doing. Starting with 31, you are going to separate. So 31 would be 31. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a Y in there, and you're going to have 3 different words. All right? So it says, starting with 31, numbers with names that combine 2 smaller numbers are joined with a E and written as separate words. So 53 would be written as 40, excuse me, 53, 50 and 3. You see that?
Yeah.
50 and 3. So 53 would be 50 and 3. 43 would be 40 and 3.
What? How do you
All right.
pronounce that? How do you pronounce 40? 40.
40. Those of you that were here before, just jump in. In numbers of 3 or more digits, you keep the Y between the 10s and the 1s. If there are no 10s, you omit the Y, the I. All right. Now you remember back in, was it the 3rd grade? You had your 1s column, your 10s column, your 100s, your 1000s. You remember the columns now?
Yes. See?
All right, some of y'all, you know, we go way back to the 3rd grade. I can remember that. So when you have any numbers that are combined like 53, you will put the Y in between the ones, that's the ones, and the tens column. If there is a 0 there, you just leave it alone. So they give you an example. If there are no tens, you omit the Y. For example, 237 would be 236. Repita, por favor.
237.
Siete.
I said seis, I apologize.
Yeah, you did.
But now, where you don't have there's a 0 there, you omit it. All right? Somebody's waiting.
408.
One moment, please. All right. So then you have right here, you omit it where there's a 0. For numbers from 101 to 199, you use ciento. For 100, you would say cien, because you have 100. So it would be singular. So you would say cien. All right. But when you have more than 100, you say ciento. All right. For example, 111 would be ciento dos. Ciento dos, ciento once. Because right here, from you just, my voice is going. You just have to remember that from 101 to 199, you just go ahead and go ciento uno, ciento dos, ciento tres. You know, you don't have to, from 100 to 199. When I send you the email, the information, we're going to work on this for a couple of weeks. I'm not going to go into the, when writing the numbers right here, there are exceptions. There are, in Spanish, I never use the word, I shouldn't say never. I don't use the word always, all right? So what I do is I just say something something, you know, it's an exception to the rule. You never use the word always, or, you know, it's not an absolute. There's always an exception to the rule. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you this page. And for those of you that don't, a matter of fact, if I have your email address, I'll just send it to you, all right? So that we can be on the same page.
See.
All right? So that's that for this week. It is now 10:51. I haven't gotten a warning yet. But for those of you that the first time on the class, I didn't have the page. I'm going to give you my email address. So,
Sonia, I put it in the chat room. It's already there.
oh, thank you. Somebody knows how to use Zoom. Thank you. So that's the email address. So if I don't have your email address, please go ahead and send it to me so that I can, you know, I can go ahead and forward that. All right. All right. I was able to get out of that. Guess what, guys? We've got 23 people in this class.
Oh. Bien.
Woo.
Bien, bien.
Wonderful. So when I subtract myself and my person that is monitoring me, I still have 20. All right. What I want to share with you for the rest of the class is, I didn't get a chance to share with you last week, but when I went to the store, I went to Food Depot and I picked up this paper right here. Can you see this?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, so something like Food Depot, when you go to the store, it'll have this Spanish-speaking Spanish newspaper there, all right? So one thing I discovered too, not discovered, but we went through this in class before, that when you go into the newspaper, they have little things in there like Target is in complete English. But I don't know if you've noticed that some of these flyers that you pick up from Food Depot or Wayfield, when you look at the flyer, it not only has the name of doesn't only have what you're buying in English, it also has what you're buying in Spanish. So you'd be surprised of all the Spanish we have around us. I used to have a thing, I think I left it at the center, for Wendy's or someplace like that, that also had it, Burger King, one of those fast food places, the hamburguesa, they talked about the burger, con queso, hamburger with cheese. So this will help you. I know that a lot of us are locked in. We don't get a chance to go out that much anymore because I go to the store with my daughter maybe once a week, once every other week. But last week we went out 2 days straight. I didn't know how to act. I came home and climbed in the bed. We have on here, I saw something that was, they have the deli special. They have Bush's Best Black Beans. Frijoles Negros Bush's Best. So this is a good way to build up your vocabulario. So you will learn how to speak Spanish. There's Spanish all around us. Some of our English words that we use are really Spanish words. So if you get a chance to go to Wayfield or Food Depot or one of the grocery stores that are in the area, you can pick up this newspaper, and some of us can read some of the stories that are in there. I also wanted to share with you that this is National Hispanic Americans Month. And those of you that are on Zoom, if you've got enough chutzpah to come on Zoom, you got enough chutzpah to get on the internet and research stuff. Hispanic Heritage Month started today on September 15th, and it goes until October 15th. And this was a month that was promoted to promote the history, the culture, and the contributions of Hispanic Americans. So you can go online, and I went into Hispanic Heritage Month. I went into nationaltoday.com/Hispanic Heritage Month, and they tell you all the things that are done for Hispanic Heritage Month. They, hello? All right.
Oh, we hear you.
Okay. No, my
Hear
screen
you.
went blank for a minute. I went, oh, okay. So they, it's really, it's aside from fiesta, they have things that they do. And, in this day and time, we're trying so hard to have ourselves recognized as Black people, brown people, whatever. We're trying to tell, we want our history told to us. That our grandparents didn't pass down to us. If we were blessed enough to have some grandparents that told you about our history, that's fine. But a lot of us, we need to go ahead and pass it down to our younger generation so they know who they are and whose they are. And the Hispanic American Month, I remember back in the day when I could go out, I went down to City Hall and they had an all-day festival down there, and they had music and dancing and stuff like that. And I was taking a class where I worked that we did aerobics, but we did Spanish. We danced to Spanish music. So we were able to go down and enjoy our instructor that was down there. So I don't know what they're doing this year for Hispanic American Month. But also I want you to know that the 16th of September is La Independencia de Mexico, Mexican independence. So that's a lot for you to go and research. You can learn about your Spanish neighbors, and then some of you that are on the line, you might have Spanish ancestry. So it's good to really know the culture. Later on in this class, I will give an assignment that for those of you that have just joined the class, I will give an assignment where you have to look up the Spanish countries, where they're located and what the capital city is. Some of them we have to laugh and try and pronounce them, but we'll get into that. So it is now almost 10 o'clock. I think I have about 5 more minutes left. So I know last week I didn't want to, I don't want to take the class to the minute where we just get cut off. So I want to wrap it up by saying, adios and things like that. And so I will be emailing the numbers to you, and I will be emailing the vowels. If you have any questions, I don't do the chat because it's bad enough that I've got to stay here and admit people to the class and learn how to screen share, but that's just one more task I have to grow into. I will grow into it. Look, I just grew into the Oh, we've got 10 minutes. I just
Mhm.
go into the screen share. So we got 10 minutes. So if we have any questions, go ahead and ask your questions. Please be mindful that there are 23 of us on the line, and that you need to be mindful and be respectful. All right. And one thing I didn't tell you guys, which I'm glad I did, when I came on, I turned my phone off. My phone is right next to me, so I can see who's calling me, but it didn't disturb the class. And I want to commend you because I haven't heard any phones ring. So that's
Senora Miller,
yes.
that page that you went over with the vowel page, are you going to send us that page also?
As long as I have your email address, I will send it to you.
Okay.
I want to apologize to the few people some people I had in the class earlier. When I sent out the email addresses, I had everybody's email addresses, but I will be sending out blind copies, so no one will have your email address. All right. So I apologize for that first email I sent out. So just make sure I have your email address.
Okay.
Senora, hi, Ola.
Hola.
How many books are involved? Just that one with the Cynthia Barnes, just that one book?
Yeah, that one book is that's what I'm using that book to go through it, and I do have handouts that somebody's waiting to get in the class. All right. We got good morning. We've only got 5 minutes. All right.
So it's one book and no other books, just the work pages that you're sending come out of that book for people who don't have it, right?
Well, for people, that's also, let me know who does not have the book so I can send you the pages, because the book is expensive and it's kind of a lot to put into your your budget. But if you have the time and want to take the time, you can go on eBay and you can get the book for $4 or $5, a used book. And Sharon, that's a glamorous picture, honey.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty picture. But
I bought 13 more pair of those shades. Hey,
Sonia.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Oh, hola.
Hola. I said,
Hi,
see.
Sonia. Sonia.
Ma'am.
Sonia.
Yeah,
What are you using, Sonia? This is May.
I'm using the beginner's book.
The one we had, in class before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good to see you.
You too.
All right, we've got about 5 minutes. So do we have any more questions? Now send me your questions during the email, because I'm not, as I said, the chat room, I haven't gotten. Now, if I get a co-host, I might do the chat room, but no, I won't do it right now. But as I said, I'll grow into that. Does anybody remember the vowel song that we sang last week?
A-E-O-U. I don't remember the tone.
Well, I don't carry a tune that well. You give it to me in a bucket, I'll drop it. But okay. Las vocales en español, si las sé. Las vocales en español, si las sé. A, E, I, O. A, E, O. Las vocales en español, si las sé. All right?
All right. It sounds like if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Yeah. I slowed it down. I've slowed it down.
What's our assignment for next class?
I'm going to send you the numbers and numbers from what are the tens, whatever. I'm going to send that to you, and I'm going to send the vowels. And what you do with the vowels, use a pencil, transfer the pronunciation of your vowels next to your C's and your G's. All right?
Yes.
And don't forget that the double L in Spanish is pronounced as a Y. So if I want to know what your name is, the word for name is Llamar, but it's spelled L-L-A-M-A-R. So it's not Lamar, it's Llamar. Me llamo, my name. Me llamo Sonia. My name is Sonia, or I'm called Sonia. So when you see a double L, it's pronounced as a Y. So we'll go into that next week too. All right? And I'm watching the time. They told me I had 10 minutes. I guess I haven't used up my 10 minutes. Do we have any more questions?
Sonia, what is your email?
SM
It was in
something.
the chat room. They put it in the chat room, right?
Hola, 9
smola9@gmail.com.
at Gmail.
Oh, you got it now?
Yeah, SM Ola.
SMOLA.
smola9 at
9 at
gmail.com.
.com.
All right. Send me any questions you have. Any, we'll exchange phone numbers on the email. I don't want to publish phone numbers on this call right here, but we can do that on the email. All right. All right. So, do we have any more suggestions or anything else you want to do with this class? Because basically, I usually go through. I end up with pronouns, and that's probably what I'll do with this class. For the beginning class, I'm going to go through gender and objects and whatever, and I'll go through pronouns with you guys. So after that, I might have to do another class. Maybe by then I'll be proficient I'll be more proficient with this class right here. So have you been going on to the tools, the online tools the free online tools that I've given you?
See.
So how do you like them?
What are the
Love 'em.
online?
All right.
Can you tell us the online tools, the time?
Did you send me your email? Are you gonna send me your email address?
I did already. Yeah.
All right,
I
I
did.
will send it to you.
Okay,
What is
thanks.
what's your name? Never mind. Let me see what your name is.
Alka. Oh, I just sent email. I didn't write my name.
All right, I got it. I see who you are.
Okay. Thanks, Sonia.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we want to welcome the people that are new. We want to welcome the people that have gone through this before with me. And I have so many people in the class because I did reach out to some of my students from before, and they said they'd be here, and they're here. So thank you so much for coming. Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias.
De nada.
Hey, Larry. So
Hola.
I just want to say that I'm going to go ahead and close the class out now because I'm not going to wait to be abruptly cut off. So
2 minutes.
Pardon?
2 minutes.
Oh, I've got 2 minutes to say adios.
Yes, ma'am. See?
Adios, amiga.
And we'll get more into conversation after we've got to October when we're going to get more into we're going to continue with the alphabet and the numbers and stuff till the end of this month. And I think from then we need to go on and move on with our our pronouns and our our genders and stuff like that. All right, if it's okay with you.
Gracias.
All right.
Gracias.
So I've got 2 minutes. Adios, mis amigos.
Adios.
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 Everyone.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios.